Timmy brought this, as I said, Timmy brought this program to me, I don't know, 6 months ago. And I think we've really grown to perfect this system where we're having real results with agents that are working this program now. So in general, you're going to get 10 to 15 leads per month, depending on how you operate your lead platform. And I'm going to have Timmy come on. And if Timmy, if you'd kind of talk about the success, the platform, and how you can help the agents.
Sure. Thanks for having me on. So this program was brought to me by a branch manager at another Fairway. She's my counterpart. They've been working on it for 3 months, and they already had deals in contract on their third month. So at that time, she knew it worked, and so she offered it to me and the branch that I run here in Vancouver. And so we got started on it right away. Their fourth month, they closed, or they closed 3, and then they had 6 more in contract. So it just continued to grow as they got started. So they didn't do anything in the first couple of months. It was building their scores, really, is what Randy said, the algorithms. So this coaching company, Rise, teaches you how to get the most out of it's UpCity, right? So it's realtor.com. So it's how to get your score up to a point to where at first you don't get the very good leads until you build a score and you show them that you're able to handle the leads and close the leads. And then we're making money. So we have the ability to, so far in the third month, for a lot of people, we've had their first closings. And so it's just a great way to be able to load your pipeline early and then to have the support. I get the leads the same time you do, and so we work on them together. And you push them over to me for as far as purchase leads go, to get them pre-approved. There's a lot of people that are thinking they can lease right now, and they don't even realize that they can buy. And so those come in at first too when you're getting your score built up. So it's something that's really nice because once you get your score up, once you get 3 closings, then your score goes up to a point where the people that are in that position now are getting really good leads. They're turning their app off even. They're leaving it on for just a few minutes, getting a lead, and then working with that lead working with those people until they close them. So it's a really good way to have all the support around you, to where all you're working on are people that want to close in the next 30 to 45 days. The rest of the process, we have things set up for. If it's credit repair or if it's somebody that needs to get placed for a lease, those all just go to me, and we have processes to take care of those for you. Those aren't money-making activities for you, so you don't need to do them. So we're supporting you with everything that you need around really getting you to where you can make money the fastest.
So also, just to jump in there, yeah, what Timmy was also saying, the Rise is basically a coaching program for different kind of lead sources, which is huge. Because I don't know, Christina or Tyler, if you have done OpCity before or not. Many people started and the score goes down. You're not quite sure. So it's basically coaching you on OpCity first. And then once you prove yourself, other lead sources they coach you on. So you have the supportive coaching, and then you also have Timmy, who helps along with other things like the leases and everything else. So it's a beautiful system, basically a coaching system, how to fill up your pipeline.
and I think that is important to note. Thank you, Janine, is that anybody can use OpCity. You can set up your account with OpCity, and OpCity has mixed results, mixed reviews with agents, because one, it's constantly changing. The algorithm is constantly changing. And if you don't follow their system and do the updates and be speed to lead and turn off your app when you can't grab leads, your score is going to go down. And you're going to get frustrated. Often agents will say, well, a lot of these leads aren't converting for me, and they feel it's a waste of time. And the beauty of what we've put together with Timmy and the Rise program is, one, the majority of the leads that aren't ready right now, we have a system and a platform with Timmy and his ISAs and their campaigns that will continue to nurture those clients for you on your behalf, but they take them off your plate. So you're able to update Rise, keep your score up, that you're taking care of these leads. And then when they are ready, they're going to come back to you, either pre-approved, or you're going to, if they put them in a lease, you're going to get credit for a closing by Timmy and his group that will work those people and help them get into a lease. So one, it accelerates your success with OpCity. You're going to be on calls with people that are working this platform. You're going to have coaches that are going to coach you, one, on the leads, but also just on how to maximize OpCity. As you start getting closings, as you start having success, and you've built a relationship inside of Rise, that Rise is going to offer more lead companies to you. So Rise is the largest lead aggregate of lead companies in the United States. And I think there's 8 total lead sources, OpCity being the first. And so OpCity is the one where you basically, it's your proven ground. OpCity wants to know that you can close deals and you're going to take care of their clients. And then as your score goes up, as you start closing transactions with OpCity, they're going to start opening up more lead sources for you. 2 of those, which are listing lead sources. So it's a process, you know, and it's 2 to 3 months where it's really, for you, it's kind of your proven ground. It's, you just have to go through the process, go through the leads, help those, but just know that those leads are going to be probably the most work, the most time to put in with those leads as you go through the system. And as your score goes up, quality of leads goes up.
Yeah, a few of our agents Ruth got one, $1 million one, and Stephanie did, and Dawn just closed on one. So it's starting after 3 months to really prove itself.
We have a couple of groups that are ahead of us a little bit. Oh, sorry, Janine. We have a couple of groups that are about a month or 2 ahead of this group here with some of my guys in the office. And we're starting to see our group here with Randy Baking Group is they're starting to see the results. And I get the advantage, I guess, of seeing people in different stages of this up to, say, I think they're at 9 months now, or some of them, and that are closing consistent deals every single month by just getting through the process and getting up to that point. So we have a couple of groups that now have 3 different lead sources that they're working through because they have proven themselves and they've had the closings. And so it's really fun to watch this happen with our group here. And along the way, we've built some systems that are things that none of the other people are using. Actually, it's just we're building these systems out to make it's not easy, but it's more simple. So we can actually, you follow the instructions and you just do that to a T, and it will pay off.
Absolutely. And so what does that look like for you guys? How would you get started? How would you use the system? And so it's really, you just call your state broker, say, hey, I want to be part of OpCity. You download the app, and then we set you up on an onboarding call with the Rise people. They walk you through how to maximize your profile and get your app set up, and then how the algorithm works, right? So you know when to pause it, when to grab leads, how to update your statuses. You set up an email forwarding, so as your leads will come in, those leads will come to you and to Timmy exactly at the same time. Timmy will start working those leads. You guys will communicate. If it's a lead that you can work right now, you take the lead. If it's a lead that needs nurturing, needs credit repair, maybe they can only get into a lease, that's what they want, Timmy and his staff will work with them to get them in a lease. Once they are secured in that lease, you're going to get a letter saying that you helped them, that you can supply to OpCity, and that's a closing. That's going to boost your score. That's going to move you down, move you along in their performance. So that's really kind of the system. And then you have mastermind calls throughout the week for people who are doing this at a very high level, and will help you just maximize and teach you how to work those online leads and to be able to convert them.
Yeah, so Tyler, Christina, did you have any questions about the Rise program?
I do. Oh,
yeah, go
There
ahead.
you are.
yeah, I'm trying to find the mute button. So if I'm on the the Op City lead system here, how does this, I guess, what do I do in this? Like, is this something I pass off to Timmy and he nurtures the leads and
So-
then I get them back, or?
Part of it.
Yes, and so and you're on Op City right now?
I am.
Yeah, so what would happen, if you join our group or be part of Rise? One, yes, and Timmy step in, but yes, you could pass those leads on to Timmy. They will start working them. Their ISAs will call them. They have a drip campaign, but I think more so is we'll put you on an onboarding call with Rise. They'll try to help maximize your score based on wherever you are. And then from that point forward, we'll set you up on a lead forwarding. So when you get the lead, Timmy will also get it, and that will all be automatic.
Okay.
So
Is that-
Tyler, we've had a number of people that already were working on those, and they were working on them just on their own. And so, yeah, once we get you set up and get your score. Do you know what your score is?
110.
Okay, so our goal is to get you over that 115 mark as quickly as possible. And some of the people that had much lower scores than you do right now, we were able to get up over that. We have 116, 119. There's somebody at 124 now. And that's where, all those lease leads are turned off and you're just getting, and they close down their filters to where they're getting the leads that they want, and they're getting just solid leads, many over and over. So for us to be able to help you maximize this thing, you're already working on it, you already get it. Now we can take you to a different level and really help you start making getting a bunch of closings out of it. So that's where we've seen some massive results when it comes to that, just because the Rise people are always up to date, and they're teaching us daily, or not daily, 3 times a week. They're teaching us
3 times.
something new that helps you be able to get that score up and get the better leads. So
Some people do really well at Op City, but I think, for the most part, the feedback that I've heard is people get very frustrated early because, especially in the beginning, your leads aren't that great. And then, they don't stay up with the status updates. They don't pause. I think one of the biggest features of this is you can pause this when you're not available, when it just doesn't work for you. You can pause Op City and you're not affected negatively from that. So when you're ready to take leads, you can turn it on. When you're not available, you can turn it off. And then depending on, then you've got a staff of people, really a team that's helping you, right, nurture those leads. And so I think it's a wonderful program as far as a team support where you're not doing this on your own.
Okay, I have a question.
Shoot.
First of all, I'm coming in like blind because I didn't know that this was about Op City, and I don't know anything about Op City.
You don't have to.
Okay. And then secondly, you said that when the leads come in, they go to both Timmy and I.
Mhm.
So does he handle it from the mortgage side and then I handle it from the real estate side?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And the reason they go to Timmy is twofold. One, he's very good at converting the leads, and they have, and Timmy can speak on this, but often somebody will come in and they think they want a lease because they don't know they can buy a home with 3% down, or they can qualify. And so Timmy can convert those into buyers for you. But the biggest, I think, advantage is you're going to have somebody that will nurture those leads, help them with their credit. And if they are only able to be in a lease right now, help them put them in a lease, and still for you will count as a closing, will boost your score up. And they take off, as Timmy said, everybody that, isn't available right now, isn't ready right now in the next 30 to 60 days, kind of takes them off your plate, where you have somebody else in a team that are nurturing those leads for you.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So when I was given the opportunity to have the Rise program with Fairway here, but Randy was the first person I thought of, because the way that he supports his team and Janine. They support their team so well in so many different ways. This is one tool of the many things that they support their realtors with. And so it's nice to be able to have right away when somebody comes onto the team, you want to have success as quickly as possible and to be able to have closings as soon as possible. So keep that and then get that momentum going. And so to be able to incorporate all those different things that they have that I haven't seen with many teams out there, it's something pretty special that they offer for their realtors. And you know, for Randy to be able to have the ability to support all of the people in this, and then have all, you know, with Janine building her team and all the different things that's happening in here, it's really fun to watch how this one tool is really helping launch some of the people, some of their newer agents. It's launching their business right now in a way that they wouldn't have known really where to start. They get through their spheres, they get through the normal progression of when you're starting out somewhere. But if you can get if you can have something like that just catapult you into success, it really helps grow, and you get that. It's exciting. It's just a lot of fun to watch and be a part of. So
Yeah, thank you, Timmy. I think that, you know, Christine, it's just, this isn't like the way to build your business. This is a portion of a way to build your business.
Right.
And I think it's something that really can start generating conversations, start generating leads, gets that pipeline started. And as you're going along, you don't have to have such long gaps in between closings because, you know, if you're getting 10 to 15 leads every month, as those second, third, fourth, 6 month comes down the road, and you've got Timmy and his staff nurturing these leads on your behalf, you know, 6 months and a year from now, you're going to have a lot of business coming to you.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.